It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Giants and the Titans, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New York Giants and the Tennessee Titans. Joined by Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin with you as always for another NFL season. Exciting to get this thing going once again, CD. And we've found ourselves saying this for several seasons now, but the Tennessee Titans and their fans wondering, is this the year? Can they get over the playoff hump? And the long road to those playoffs begins here today against the New York Giants.
If we go back to last season, we certainly think this is a favorable matchup for the Titans, right? Because they were 12-5, the number one seed in the AFC for the first time since 2008, before being upset at home by Cincinnati, who went on to the Super Bowl. The Giants, last year was just abysmal, 4-13, and they've only made the playoffs once since winning it all in 2011. So let's face it, history right now it's on Tennessee's side, but it's still opening day, and optimism reigns for both teams.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
New York State committed to Daniel Jones for a 4th season, but also made this a decisive year by declining his 5th-year option. 2022 looks like Jones' final chance to prove he can be the franchise face for the Giants, and he does have a cadre of weapons that he'll need to top his career highs of 3,000 yards and 24 touchdowns that he set as a rookie.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Gano's kick is good, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his 4th season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill.
There were a few eyebrows raised when Tennessee took Malik Willis in the 3rd round this year, but rest assured, Ryan Tannehill is still the man in Tennessee after leading the Titans to the top seed in the AFC last season. His 12 wins were the most he's posted in 9 seasons as an NFL starter. And he's only the 3rd quarterback to lead the Titans to 3 playoff appearances in the NFL, joining Steve McNair and Warren Moon.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Tannehill. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Jackson. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Jones. Once again, he finds Slayton, and he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Meanwhile, Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger, and he's going to get this down near the 25. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking at mid-season form here in the opener. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a 1st down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. Running the slant, that's Hooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Xavier McKinney. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Jones now. A final shot before break. And that'll be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on... It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Following the fumble recovery, Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Let's take a glance now at the Giants' picks in the 2022 draft. And, you know, they've been known in the past for drafting linemen early. And this year they kind of took that to an extreme, taking 2 of them inside the top 10 to lead an 11-player class.
And arguably the top 2 players at their positions that they got with those big guys that they selected. How about them taking Kayvon Thibodeau, 5th overall, a terrific pass rusher, and offensive tackle Evan Neal out of Alabama. They got him in the number 7 slot in the first round.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
On the return, Jackson. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Barkley, inside handoff. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Up the middle with Barkley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. And as they come to the line. They will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the... on EA Sports. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard from 10 yards out. And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome
but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Giants, you can't ask for a better start as they get a shot. Panthers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the